Good day everyone, I'm from Ouroboros Wellness, and today I'm going to talk with you about rounded shoulders. What are they, and more importantly, how you can get rid of them. So what are rounded shoulders? So basically it means that your shoulder is going forward and going inwards. You see a lot of people having their posture forwards. If you look from the side, then you see that the shoulders is out of line and normally will be below your ears. So normal posture will be like this. So we will see that a lot of people have this, and therefore I just want to make a generic video on how you can improve it. And of course there's not one way to Rome, I always say. This is just like a hands-on approach which you can easily do at home. Do it on a daily basis or a few times a week to slowly improve your posture and therefore also the pain which creates this bad posture for you. So before we continue, let's check, okay, how can you see that you have rounded shoulders? Of course you can look in the mirror, and what I will show you here, you will see that your shoulders are going forward. But a very simple option is just stand straight, relax, and just point your thumbs forward, or basically stretch your thumb. If you then look at your thumbs and you see that they are going towards each other almost, or even worse, going straight to each other, you have rounded shoulders. A normal posture, when you have your shoulders straightened, then you will see that the thumbs, if you stretch them out, they will go in this direction. And so they'll still point towards each other, but not as close to your body as when you have rounded shoulders like this. And they will come really straight near your body. So that's an easy way to see if you have rounded shoulders. If not, great for you. You can always still do these practices that I'm going to show you, these stretches, to alleviate any pain that you might have and prevent any rounded shoulders in the future. So what are the reasons that you are experiencing rounded shoulders? These days a lot of people have a forward movement, a forward posture during work or in free time. For example, when you're gardening, you're also going forward. Sitting behind your desk, your stretch, your body is moving forward, or looking at your laptop, staring at it. It's all moving forward. So that's even if you train every day, but don't do it in a balanced way, you also train your front muscles more and also can create the same kind of movement. Therefore we're going to look at what we're going to do. But first, because this is sometimes hours a day, you have to be true to yourself and look, okay, am I sitting up straight? Am I holding my shoulders straight instead of a whole day moving forward with my arms or my shoulders? And therefore shortening these muscles here in your chest. The second part that we experience is when we walk. You see sometimes that people are walking and looking all the way down. If you're looking down, again you will have a posture that goes forward and also your neck tilts forward. Again, over time this can create a bad posture for yourself. So when you walk, also walk straight. Make sure your sternum is straight up and not bent forward like this. And if you're afraid, we're more careful where we walk, and just make sure not to look all the way down with your neck, but you can also just look down with your eyes. And so just point down, look a little bit forward and know what is coming. That way you can have the same security without changing your posture over time. Those are two basic movements or postures that we have in daily life, which we can adjust quite easily by just checking in with ourselves a few times a day and get to know that we are doing it. Once you know that you're doing it, you are able to change it or to improve it. So for now, this is where it comes from, really high level of course. Now we're going to look at some stretches that you can do to open up your body, to relax the muscles that are tightened, and next to that we're going to look at some movements that you can do or some training that you can do to strengthen the weakened muscles on the other hand. So do them together to create a more balanced way of posture and alleviate pain from those parts that you are feeling. And the pain is usually coming inside the chest. If you just press here on these places, it's really painful. You'll feel your upper back, and it can even sometimes go into your shoulders, elbows and wrists. and the pain is just coming from your upper back. So by doing these stretches and strength trainings, you can alleviate the pain as well from these places. So for the first stretch, we're going to look at the place where it's basically coming from, where you feel your pain, which is in the upper back between your shoulder blades. So by doing the following stretch, you will open your upper back and therefore create space to relax, but also to strengthen the muscles around it. Let's do the first stretch. So what we're going to do is go to the ground. We're going to lie face down with our arms and legs spread 30 degrees. We're going to start with our left arm and we're going to move it over our head as far as you can to keep your posture. And so both your feet and your other hand are going to just stay where they are. You're just going to move your left hand over your head. Try to remain all the rest of your body at the same place and feel the stretch in your upper back. Hold for a few seconds and then move slowly back to the other hand. And keep doing this for around 7 times on each side. If this exercise is really hard to do for you, you can also use the towel first. You just roll the towel tightly and then place it behind your back. You just stretch your chest out by moving your arms sidewards and relax. Now that your upper back is open up, we are going to look at your shoulder area. At Ouroboros Wellness, when we are massaging, we usually see that these muscles are really tight. But also affecting the muscles on your upper back, around your shoulder blades, really painful. It can even have pain going towards your shoulder, elbow and wrist again. So we usually, when we're massaging those muscles, people will also say like it is pain radiating from that area to those places. It depends of course on how you feel about it. And the other side, it can also go towards your neck and sometimes even create headaches, etc. So those are the main areas what we see in our massage practice, and that's why we want to help the people in that area. For the shoulder area, we see 2 main muscles on the front side that are really important to stretch out, and that's basically the whole front side. It is the pectoralis minor, which is attached to your shoulder blade and it pulls it forward. So we're going to stretch it the other way around, and the other part is your pectoralis major, which is basically attached to your upper arm. So that is going around this corner. It makes this movement going here and it's attached here. So by stretching them both, we're going to make this straight and we're going to rotate it back and you have the whole muscle stretched. So I'm going to show you 3 stretches that you can do on a daily basis. Just to relax these muscles before we continue to strengthen your weaker muscles. Because these muscles are pulling all day long, the muscles on the back are being stretched thin. And so those are getting weaker and weaker. So you will feel that most of the pain is coming from your upper back. Because your body is pulling it continuously out of shape, basically. So we're going to more on that later. First we're going to look at 3 stretches for your shoulder. It's important to tighten your shoulder blades together. It prevents your shoulder from coming forwards like this and prevents therefore a incorrect stretch. And so if you sometimes pull this and you want to increase the stretch, you're going to move forward. But in a bad way, it will mean that your shoulder is also moving incorrectly. So to prevent that, you will tighten your shoulder blades together and then you can move forward. That way you prevent any bad stretches and could even potentially damage more than you do good if you don't do it. So keep in mind while you're doing the stretches. So let's go and look at the first stretch. Okay, so for this first stretch, you're going to stand shoulder width. Your left foot is in front, right foot in the back. If you're going to do your left arm, which I'm going to do in this case, place your hand with 90 degrees angle towards the doorpost, and once you're there, you're just gonna pull your left hand backwards like this, like a lever. So by doing so, you will feel the stretch in your armpit coming up, and you will also feel a little bit of stretch in your pectoralis minor. Once you have that position, you're slowly going to look to your right side to increase the stretch. Or you will feel the muscle in your neck on this side will also being stretched. Hold it for 30 seconds and change to the other side. Both sides 2 times, 20 to 30 seconds each. And you just keep doing a daily basis, and you will feel that you're slowly getting more space while you're doing the movement. So it will remove most of the stretch that creates pain in your upper back, together with the other stretches of course, but this is the first one. So by finishing the first stretch, you've felt it really in your armpit, around your shoulders, and you also have felt a little bit pectoralis minor. So the next stretch, the second stretch, is more focused on the pectoralis minor, less on the back muscles. And let's continue with the second shoulder stretch. So for the second stretch, the posture, the starting position is almost the same. So your left leg is forward, shoulder width, your arm is against the doorpost again, but instead of having it 90 degrees, do it 45 degrees upwards. From there, you will tighten your shoulder blades together, and you can increase the stretch by moving forward with your whole body. You then will feel the stretch in this side, and just hold it there again 20 to 30 seconds, then change to the other side, left, right, then you're done already. So for the third stretch, we're going to look at your pectoralis major, which is the muscle that is moving your shoulder around the corner. Put it against the doorpost, and from there we're going to keep it in a 90 degrees angle again. We're not going to do anything with our leverage, what we did with the first stretch. We just keep it straight against the doorpost, keep your shoulders straight, press your shoulder blades together and move forwards. You'll slowly feel the tension going up. You can even twist a little bit to the side to increase that stretch, but make sure that your shoulder blades are always together to prevent your shoulder coming forward and injuring yourself on the long term. Hold it again 20 to 30 seconds, both sides 2 to 3 times, 3 to 4 times a week, and you will definitely feel improvement on those areas. If you can, of course, do it daily, but with a minimum of 3 to 4 times a week. So after we've done all the stretches, we're going to look to increase the strength of your shoulder muscles. All these exercises, just do them 20 times, but each time once, 20 reps of one basically. I will show you the movements from different angles so you can easily see what's happening and which muscles are moving around basically. So the first movement, you just stand shoulder width, you raise your arms forwards, your thumbs up, and you're moving your arms outwards. While you're moving your arms outwards, you also turn your thumbs backwards and stretch from here. Make sure that your shoulders are not up, but relaxed low, arms a bit stretched, and your shoulder blades are together again. And then slowly go back. So from the side it will look like this. Going up, thumbs up, turning in, and slowly back. Move your arms up, twist, and pull your shoulder blades together, and slowly back. So this is the first exercise. Just do it slowly, controlled. It's more about that you're doing the right movement than do it many times. So let's move on to the second movement. So the second exercise basically will go up a little bit more. The starting is the same. So you raise your arms up, but instead of just doing this, you also move your arms forward as much as possible. From the side you will see it easier, so in 1 second. And then we're going to twist your arms a little bit again to 45 degrees outwards and move it up. And again, make sure that you move your shoulder blades together and then slowly back. So from the side, move your arms up, move them forward without doing this. So you keep straight, but you just move your arms forward, twist your wrists outwards, arms 45 degrees, and slowly up. Also here, relax your shoulders as much as possible and tense your shoulder blades together. And slowly back. Last time, moving your arms up, pushing them forward while standing up straight, pushing them out 45 degrees, twist and up. Those are the 2 exercises you can do on a daily basis. I hope this was all that you need to work on it yourself in your own free time. In the meantime, we can just use massage to relax the muscles even more, because your body will also change its position. So it can come with some discomfort here and there. But don't be afraid of it. If it gets worse, of course, stop it or go to a physician to have a look at it. But otherwise, just keep up, and in a few weeks you will definitely see improvement. Keep it up and you will just in the end have just normal shoulders instead of rounded ones. So I hope this video was really helpful for you to work onto your shoulder muscles and alleviate pain in the long term in your upper back. If you like it, give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with other videos I'm going to make on other parts of your body, such as the lower back and the neck. So see you next time in the channel or at Ouroboros Wellness.